Have you ever been in a situation where you laugh at a joke of somebody and nobody else sees the person funny? But only you, when you meet the person, you start laughing. Because you tend to like the person. Because you like the person, everything about the person seems pleasant to you. Once you don't decide to like somebody, no matter what the person does, the person can never please you. It's not because the person is the one influencing you, it's because you have decided to give in your likeness to that particular person. So the person is not the one making you happy, you are the one regulating within your systems. This is the person I have decided to make me happy. That's why you can be dating somebody, everybody around you don't even understand why you're dating this person, but you know why, and every time you see this person, you're totally excited. Happiness is not going on the outside of your body. Happiness is happening within your members. Akwaba. Welcome to the Maker Series. I'm Osofo Kojobente. I hope by now you've paid a visit to our website, www.makra.org. Go to our website, you see all the services we provide. Now we are absolutely giving you our power stick. Make sure you get a power stick, and you should also get our cleansing product as well. It's not out there on the market, but anybody that has come in to do divination also, you know we have the cleansing product. But please make sure you order the power stick. It will get to you within a week. It's never gone really beyond 2 weeks. Within a week you get a power stick. Order, we deliver worldwide, and wherever you are, the price is inclusive with the delivery. The price has the delivery inclusive anyway. Let me go straight to my point. In today's world, our survival process, or what we need to survive, has been so advanced that we don't necessarily need to do much. We can get anything that we ever wanted. So this generation is such that, in as much as I don't totally agree to it in the sense that it's being the best life ever, but we are living in a realm where at the comfort of your home, you can get anything you want. At the comfort of your home, you don't need to go anywhere. At the comfort of your home, you can get food delivered to you. At the comfort of your home, you can literally go to the market and get everything from the market delivered to you. At the comfort of your home, you can get all the accessories and groceries that you need right in your house. At the comfort of your home, you can get literally people come into your house and clean your house for you without you even going anywhere. So the survival process, the survival techniques that this generation have seen is something that 100 years ago it was unheard of. You would never hear 100 years ago, you would never hear anybody sit in their home and the entire market comes to them. I mean, few years ago, few tens of years ago, it's almost hardly even impossible to sit in the comfort of your home and watch the bank come to you. You can actually sit in your house and do your transactions in your house, and you'll be able to pay whatever you have to pay whatever bills you have to pay, transact every activity that you need to transact at the comfort of your home. You don't need to go anywhere. This is the kind of lifestyle that I promise you, years ago, we would deem it the life for the royalty. It is in the palaces, in such high peaks of life, that you realize that there are servants everywhere serving the need of their masters, serving the needs of their lords, of their princes and princesses, and serving the needs of their kings. At the slap of the hand, somebody will serve you with the fruits that you need to eat. At the slap of the hand, somebody will bring your bait or prepare your bait and just lead you to go and bait. These were lives of royals. These were lives of kings. And what you would call the rest of the kingdom, everybody will look up to the king and wishes that they are that life, wishes that they are living that life, wishes that that is the kind of life that they desired, everybody wanted to live. At the comfort of your home, you don't need to do much. The king was never seen in the marketplace. The king was never seen on a farm. How many of us even know how to farm in our days? How many of us have ever even seen a live chicken? At the comfort of your home, the chicken gets killed, gets cleaned up, or whatever it is, the process that it goes through, and it'll come to your doorstep, even fried and seasoned and all of that, at the comfort of your home. So a lot of people are living in this, have no idea the process of it. Back in the days, you literally had to go and farm yourself. Nobody is selling their food to you. Everybody have their food. So you have to go and endure farming to be able to feed your family. But now that is not the case. At the comfort of your home, everything is provided to you, for you. Right? Something that hundreds of years ago wasn't heard of. Now everybody is literally a king. You can be your own king in your own house. You can be your own princess in your own house, and people would serve you whatever services that you need, right? These provisions should make people happier. Think about it. It should make people very relaxed and happy and comfortable in life. Back in the days, our happiness, we didn't have all these tools and toys and gadgets playing around it. We didn't have the PlayStations, and we didn't have the Xboxes, and we didn't have all these games and online games and games on the phone. We didn't have the mobile phone. No, if you needed to deliver a message to anybody in a way, you literally had to run to the person's house to be able to deliver that message, right? But now you just pick up your phone, you do whatever it is you want to do. At the comfort of your home, you can even call that service I don't even want to mention, and that service will come to the comfort of your home. It should make people happier. It should make people exceedingly glad. It should let people have joy. People should walk around very pleased about this simple life. This life that is given them by technology and science and innovations and advancement. But some way, somehow, in our generation, there is more depression than it's ever been. In our generation, people are more depressed. People are killing themselves. There's suicide everywhere. A lot of people taking their lives because simply they are not happy. You would think that a lot of people would actually be happy because they are in the comfort of their homes and everything is walking to them right there in their home. But it's not the case. People are dying. People are depressed. People are taking antidepressants, and people are not happy. People are just not happy. You ask yourself, what is the problem then? Because the whole point of making life very simple, very easy, at the back of these marketing companies, when they are selling, they sell that this will bring you pleasure, this will bring you happiness. Oh, this is easy. This will just do stuff for you. Very soon, the whole world is trying to get a place of artificial intelligence, which will begin to do a lot of things for people. So it should bring joy to a lot of people, right? But it's not. That is not the case. People are rather much more sad now than they could ever be. Why? Because the human being was not created to be confined or to conform to. People have literally imprisoned themselves free of charge. At least back in the days, you had to commit a crime for them to put you in a confinement, for them to put you in a box that you don't have to go anywhere. People don't even exercise anymore. Now people have literally imprisoned themselves free of charge. It will make you, people can be in their house for months, they never step out of their house. So all the other necessities that the Creator in His wisdom, infinite wisdom, created into nature, created into things, created into existentiality to ensure whatever depression that would come your way, that single tree was able to take out that depression. You have denied yourself of that experience, and you've locked up yourself in your cell of your home, and now everything is coming to you. But yet you are more depressed. Yet you're down more than ever. What's the problem here? Because the problem is a lot of people think that joy is in the material things. A lot of people think that the joy, happiness is in the gadgets that you get. So a lot of people have exchanged their being for materialism and are simply living their lives according to the material conduct. Thinking the more material that you have, the more gadget. Parents are no longer taking their children out. Parents are no longer allowing their children to play in the garden, or in the name of, how society has become. This will happen to my child. I don't want my child to be hurt. I don't want that. So parents are keeping their children indoors, boxed up, and giving them toys to supplement nature. I don't care what luxurious thing you think you have around you. You can never replace life or nature with material. It's not possible. Stop trying to do that. You will never achieve anything. You will not succeed at this. Stop it. It's dangerous for your health. It's dangerous for your being. How do we get better from all of this? How do we become more joyous? How do we become more joyful? How do we see our children, even parents? How do we become a society that the death rate, the suicide rate reduces? Advancement cannot replace nature. If you make an entire existence a concrete jungle, don't you dare think you've solved any problem. That is not what you've done. You've rather caused more chaos than ever. The reason why some of these things are happening at the fast rate is simple. All the effort of making people happy, all the effort of making people exceedingly glad, all the purpose of making people attain, as a matter of fact, nobody is actually making you attain any state of bliss, but all the effort to make the society a better place to live has been put on the outside. The focus is on the things that is on the outside of us, and no focus at all is placed on the things that are inside of you. All the advancement, all the investment, all the technologies is going on the outside. Let me ask a question. What do you as an individual consider as well-being? Well, you know, Mikra has a wellness center. We are Oyamika School. We have the wellness center. And when you come here, our aim is to bring you into wellness, regardless of whether it be physical body or your spiritual essence. But when you hear well-being, what comes to your head? Well-being. Automatically, all the gadgets don't come to your head, because your well-being has nothing to do with your gadgets. Automatically, all the material things, all those things we've camouflaged ourselves with to substitute our happiness with, don't come in when we talk about well-being. If your body, this is where you should consider well-being to be. If your body, your physical body, feel very pleasant, what do we call it? We call it a healthy body, that you are healthy. This one, when your physical body feels very well, very pleasant, oh, look at him, he's such a healthy person. I didn't hear anything called my phone, my wig, my watches, my Rolex, my Versace's, my Gucci's. I didn't hear anything like that. Health is within your physical body, right? So when your physical body is pleasant, we talk about health. If it becomes very pleasant, we talk about pleasure. When your physical body becomes very pleasant, but you have all these things people call tinglings within yourself. You go, oh, I'm having a lot of fun. If the same thing, if your mind becomes pleasant, we call it peace. Peace is not something that is out there. Peace is not in the things that you have, in the structures that is around you. Peace is in the mind. That's why people say, I need a peace of mind. Peace is in your head. So when your mind becomes still, quiet, calm, you have peace. And you have peace, absolute peace. So what just happened? You realize that peace is not something you can attain outside of your mind. Physical health is not something you can attain outside of your physical body. Pleasure is within your body. Why do you think they call certain things pleasures of life? It's the feelings, the sensations that you get within your physical body. If your mind becomes very pleasant, we call it joy. So the advanced form of peace is joy. If your emotions become very pleasant, we call it ecstasy, ecstatic, right? This is where people are trying to use other things, other substance to replace it. When you try to use physical measures or material measures to substitute the pleasantness of your emotion from a place of bliss into ecstasy, when you try to substitute that with chemicals, all of a sudden you become addicted. This is where addiction comes in. People are addicted with so many things that they don't even know it's an addiction. I was explaining to somebody the other day, I said, do you know the fact that you can't stay in your house, the fact that you always feel like you have to be outside of your house is an addiction? So we are trying to replace things that are biological with things that are chemicals. The minute you try to do, all you need is for your emotions to be pleasant. Once your emotions become pleasant, you achieve a state of bliss. Happiness is not going on the outside of your body. Happiness is happening within your members. When you go and sit behind a sitcom, a comedy show, right? And you sit right there in the comedy, and the performer or the entertainer is standing on the stage and cracking up jokes. It's the entertainer making you happy, or you yourself is the one making yourself happy. I promise you, a lot of people will get this wrong. It doesn't matter how good a comedian is. I promise you, it doesn't matter how good a comedian is. If you don't find a comedian fancy, you will never laugh at 1,000 jokes the comedian passes. You decide in your mind that, oh, let me give my attention to this comedian. Oh, I like this personality. You can never laugh at a joke of anybody you don't like. It's not possible. So you decide in your head that I like this person. And because I like this person, everything about the person you like. Have you ever been in a situation where you laugh at a joke of somebody and nobody else sees the person funny? But only you, when you meet the person, you start laughing. Because you tend to like the person. Because you like the person, everything about the person seems pleasant to you. Once you don't decide to like somebody, no matter what the person does, the person can never please you. It's not because the person is the one influencing you. It's because you have decided to give in your likeness to that particular person. So the person is not the one making you happy. You are the one regulating within your systems. This is the person I have decided to make me happy. That's why you can be dating somebody. Everybody around you don't even understand why you're dating this person, but you know why. And every time you see this person, you're totally excited. Being in this place of pleasantness, of joy, of happiness, it's what everybody is seeking for. It's what every single one of us is really after. What you're really after is not the job. What you're really after is not the Lamborghinis and the big buildings, and that's not what you're really after. What you're really after is something to make you happy, to bring you pleasantness, to bring you joy. But in your thinking process, you are taught to believe it is when you get this gadget, that is what happened, that is where happiness will come. So you've realigned your entire focus on getting this thing because you've been made to believe when you get this thing is when happiness will come. When all these pleasantness happen within you, then we say somebody is what? Happy. Somebody is what? Glad. All human experience is basically based on these two principles: pleasantness and unpleasantness. That's all it is. Why'd you go to that particular place? Because that place in your head makes you happy. Why'd you like being around this person? Because this person makes you happy. Why'd you work so hard? Because you're working so hard so that you can get the necessary things you need for you to be happy. This is what it is. This is the bottom line. Pleasantness. Of all of this, all of the hustle and tussle is just to make you happy, nothing more. Nothing less, right? But watch this, watch this. Have you ever had pleasantness an entire day? Have you ever been happy for an entire 24 hours? Have you ever been? Well, in that 24 hours, nothing else came by that distracted your happiness and you became sad. Almost every single person on the face of the earth keeps fluctuating all the time. You're happy 1 second, the next second you are not happy. The next second you are happy, the next second something else is disturbing you. We keep fluctuating. If you were light bulbs and somebody was seeing up above all of us, all that they will be seeing is on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off. All the time. Because this is exactly what is happening to the majority of us. Pleasantness, unpleasantness. Most of us are not able to sustain our joy. Most of us are not able to sustain. And for you to think it is a place that can make you happy, you've absolutely lost the war. You're absolutely lost the battle. Because nothing can make you exceedingly glad or exceedingly happy if you yourself, the individual, don't make yourself happy. Anyway, the details is in the class. Join the class. We'll definitely take you to deeper places. Have a great time. I love you guys. Make sure you visit our website, www.makra.org. Make sure you share this episode. Listen, watching one episode alone will not cut it, right? This is why I'm taking my time to bring so many other episodes so that you understand where I'm going. Every single thing I'm teaching you is gearing towards one place: understanding your energy self, your cry, your spirit self, and being able to dominate as a full blossom functioning human being. Have a great time. I love you guys.